Hello everyone, my name's Lucknow. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I want to talk about the month of September. This month is the number 7 month in numerology, and the number 7 is such a powerful spiritual number. You see it a lot in our world. There's the 7 days in the week, there's the 7 major planets in our solar system, there's the 7 hermetic principles. You see it everywhere. The number 7 really helps us to tie in the spiritual etheric realms into our physical reality, and that's why it's known as such a spiritual number. It's known to be a really lucky number as well. And in tarot, the number 7 really ties in with themes to do with reviewing and reflecting and assessing our life to build solutions and conclusions and completions so that we can start on a new step in our journeys. And it really does tie in with the themes of the astrology this month. There's so many planets in retrograde. Mercury is in retrograde until the 16th of September. Venus is in retrograde until the 4th of September, and then Jupiter will start retrograding as soon as Venus goes direct. Saturn is also retrograde. So yeah, there's a lot of retrograde energy going on, which wants us to really review and reflect and really look at our life to the minute details. And with the Virgo energy that we're stepping more into this month, Virgo is really critical and analytical and really precise in looking at those minute details. So we'll be able to really review our life to every little detail this month, which is what the planets want from us. And as Jupiter starts its retrograde very soon, Jupiter is really going to allow us to see our life from such a high perspective, with faith, with wisdom, with this deeper understanding. That's what Jupiter wants for us, and is going to allow us to see things, review things, and from sort of giving these things a second chance, things that we've gone through that are Jupiterian related, things to do with higher wisdom and faith and the gurus in our life and spirituality and religion. Jupiter is going to get us to review some things in our life in this time, and it's going to be a really powerful time, I feel. So the number 7 in tarot is the Chariot, and it makes sense because to me the Chariot is not a card that is moving. It's a card of planning the move, the next move. It doesn't look like this man is moving to me. He's got a wand in his hand. There's no wheels that you can really see. He knows that the next move he makes, he creates that like a magician with the wand. And it's time for us to really reflect on that, on the way that we create our reality through our thoughts, through our beliefs, through our mindset, through our visions, through our intentions, and the way that we're inspired. These are the themes of that, creating our reality through and how we create the next moves in our life. There's also the black and white things in front, which shows that there is that polarizing energy always in our life. There's the light and the dark that we have to fully be aware of and acceptant of, and that requires shadow work, that requires really understanding our life to the fullest degrees. And that's why these planets are in retrograde right now, so that we really review and reflect the light and the dark in our life and see how that really does influence our next moves ahead as well. There's also the wings there, which to me symbolize this beautiful angelic presence that also influences our direction. And I really feel that Jupiter going retrograde is going to going to inspire us and going to give us that higher wisdom and understanding that we are always protected and guided and supported along our path, and also that there's no wrong paths that we can take. This is the time to plan and prepare so that we do take the best path possible moving forward. But yeah, there's no wrong path to take. Sometimes we need to take a detour, sometimes we need to take a shortcut, sometimes we need to take the longer scenic route because we're going to meet someone along that path, and the angels are guiding that. And yeah, just really trusting that there's no wrong ways of going about things, and that we are divinely supported and guided. We're also connecting with the energies of the moon. That man is shielded by the moon, so there's that insight that we gain from the moon, and he's very shielded, he's very protected. So just knowing that we are so protected. So talking about the moon, the new moon we have will be around the mid of September, will be in Leo, in Uttara Falguni, and this nakshatra is between Leo and Virgo, which is interesting because the sun is in Leo till the 17th of September and then enters Virgo until the end of September. So there is a strong energy of Leo and Virgo. And we have been experiencing a lot of Leo energy, which is really tapping into that main character energy, that fierce, fiery, passionate, creative energy of that, and being bold and assertive and confident in ourselves. Then there's that Virgo energy, which is also incorporating more nature and grounding and being practical and really grounding down these passionate, creative thoughts and ideas into reality in this time. So the new moon, that's going to give us the opportunity, I believe it'll be around the 14th or 15th of September, the new moon. That will be the chance for us to set intentions for the next move, to allow this chariot to start moving ahead slowly. Because we have so many planets in retrograde, it's not really a month of movement. It is more a month of this chariot is really in preparation phase of really gathering all of the tools and all of the behind the scenes planning to make the next move as fierce and fiery and grounded and just as magical as possible, you know? What else is really interesting is we have Mercury in Leo the entire month and Mars in Virgo the entire month. So Mercury would be more comfortable in Virgo, and Mars would be more comfortable in Leo, but they're sort of mixing it up this month, and it just shows like our mind is taking on more of that fiery sun energy from Leo, and Mars, the planet of action and getting ahead, is taking on the Mercurian energy of Virgo. So it's time for us to really think and plan and strategize the way that we take action with Virgo. And with Mercury in Leo, it's the way that we actually think and the way that we communicate and the way that we express. It's time to take on more of that fiery, energetic approach to that. So it might be a time to reflect on why that's going on for you personally, and it'll depend on where these planets are aspecting your specific chart as well. Jupiter is also retrograding from the 4th of September in the sign of Bharani for the whole of that month. Jupiter will be in Bharani for a very long time, and this nakshatra is really about the power of the feminine, the yoni, that is the symbol, and also the power and the balancing of the masculine and feminine, which I do feel like is another big theme this month, because Mercury is in Leo, there's a lot of energy in Leo, whereas Venus is in Cancer the entire month. So Leo is ruled by the sun, Cancer is ruled by the moon. That is really balancing of the masculine and feminine energies. And then towards the end of the month, there is a full moon in Pisces in the nakshatra Uttara Bhadrapada. And this nakshatra is ruled by Saturn, but Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So there is also this big theme I see the whole of month with Jupiter versus Saturn, which is our faith and our higher wisdom and our understanding, and also being optimistic and knowing that everything works out in our favor, and really being optimistic about life, and then balancing that with that grounding Saturnian energy of hard work and discipline, and really doing the nitty-gritty stuff in life, and really being grounded and practical. There is that balance the entire month actually, and it makes sense that the full moon is then at the end of the month to tie it all in together. Remember, Saturn is also in retrograde still in Shadabishak Nakshatra, and we just had a full moon in that star. So that is something, that theme is just so prevalent. The 100 healers and the 100 herbs and flowers and plants, that is something that is so prevalent, like really connecting with nature and really being grounded in whatever we do, and taking that into account with whatever we do, like staying super connected with herbs and plants, and thinking about healing in new innovative ways, and knowing that it's not just one path to healing. There's 100 different paths and 100 different healers. So that is something as well. So yeah, this is the month of September, and I will need to make another video about the Jupiter in retrograde very soon, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you all have a wonderful month.